is my meditation all the day, all the night, morning through night. And I delight in the law of the Lord, and on his law I meditate day and night. Morning Meditations with C.J. Marshall.
There are characters in the Bible that we see grow and develop. Nicodemus is one of those people that grow and develop as the story of Jesus comes forward. We first are introduced to Nicodemus in John chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, "Now there was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews." So he's predominant. This man came to Jesus by night and said to him, "Rabbi, we know that you are a teacher come from God, for no one can do these signs unless God is with him." Nicodemus has been seeing Jesus and he wants to confirm the suspicion that he's from God. We know that you're from God because of the signs you do. But he goes to him at night. Because I think Jesus presented some hostility between the Pharisees and himself. And it is going to continue. So he doesn't want to be seen, but he reaches out to Jesus, and Jesus is going to start a discussion with Nicodemus on how to enter the kingdom of God. Jesus starts with where Nicodemus is. He's a ruler of the Jews, knows the Old Testament. He knows Jesus is from God. So how do you enter the kingdom? Verse 5, "Truly, truly, I say to you, unless one is born of water and the Spirit, he cannot enter the kingdom of God." Verse 3, he has already said you have to be born again to see the kingdom of God. And Nicodemus is confused in verse 4 and asks, how can one be born again when he is old? He can't go back into the womb, can he? And Jesus is talking about a spiritual birth. One cannot be born of water and the Spirit. What started out as a search of who Jesus was and learning more about this person come from God, Nicodemus has insight into the spiritual things of God, how to enter the kingdom. It's through water and the Spirit. It's a spiritual birth through water. And of course, we know that water is baptism. But Nicodemus was a seeker. He wanted to come to Jesus, but he was afraid, and comes to Jesus by night looking for answers. And Jesus tells him about his main purpose is to preach the kingdom of God, Mark says. And that's what he tells him, how to enter this kingdom. That really sums up what Nicodemus wanted to know. From there, we see Joseph, we see Nicodemus 2 more times in John chapter 7 and then at Jesus' resurrection. What started as a Pharisee who was looking for answers about about who this guy was, what he was about. We end the Gospel of John with Nicodemus as a disciple. He's at the tomb. He came to Jesus by night, asked about the kingdom of God, and now he's in broad daylight. He's with Joseph of Arimathea carrying the tube. It is possible to grow in our faith. We must grow in our faith. As we learn more, we develop. And the only way we can develop, just like Nicodemus did, and wanting to know more about his kingdom, is if we're like the psalmist that says, "Oh, how I love your law. It is my meditation all the day." And here in his law, we can find the answers we're looking for, just like Nicodemus did. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Morning Meditations. See you next time.
Morning meditations, oh how I love thy law, it is my meditation all the day, all the night, morning through night. And I delight in the law of the Lord, and on his law I meditate day and night.